Hello, Aquarius. This is Barda from Rooster's Peacock, and I am doing the general reading for the sign Aquarius for the rest of 2021. Oh my, okay. So, like I said, this is just a general reading, and I did Sagittarius and I did Capricorn. So with both of those, I had cards that already started coming down when I was shuffling the deck. And the focus for this group of Aquarius is healthy choices. And this is the love deck. So this has to do with how you love yourself and you love. So a lot of signs are focused on how they love and starting to love themselves and how they love themselves. Okay. And how do I know this? Show the world the real you. This is more Aquarius is focusing on showing the real you, because Aquarius has been this group of Aquarius has been not really showing the world the real true them. And see, this is the full moon in Aquarius. So this shows me it is definitely on Aquarius. Okay. So this is focused around Aquarius for healthy choices. This is not just, like I said, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. So and this is not something that it's just all of a sudden, I'm going to work between now until the 2021. No, this is something that Aquarius has decided, and they're really putting it into action between now and the end of 2021, and extending all the way into 2022 and building on it all the way into 2023. Okay. All right. Let's see where this is going to go. Show the world the real you. I keep wanting to repeat that. So this also, see, with the love card sitting here, and I see another card that's sticking out right here, and I'm going to pull it and I'm going to set it here. And I feel that one should go too. But I'm not going to pull those yet because we'll look at those here in a minute, because we're going to focus on the simple fact of healthy choices for Aquarius. Okay, showing the world the real you. Okay, so you have to ask yourself, for this group of Aquariuses, have you, as a person, whether it's past circumstances, stuff that's happened, past in love, past, and who knows what it is. I keep hearing past. Okay, so whatever it was to you that made you kind of not self-care yourself, not take care of yourself the way you should, or love yourself the way you should, or to show people the true you. And I'm almost feeling like what I'm getting is Aquarius has for quite a long time just kind of built a person. And this is for not every Aquarius. This is for a certain group. So if it doesn't apply to you, maybe the next reading will. This one is for the group of Aquarius who are working on internally working on self-love and making themselves better. And not just self-love, but how they love other people. Maybe you've turned the off switch on. Maybe you're starting to turn that off switch. Maybe something happened to where you shut it off, to where you didn't want to love anymore. And you got to the point that maybe you haven't come in touch with yourself. Okay, so this right here is for Aquarius for the rest of 2021. And this is going to actually, I can already feel it. It's going to extend, and I'll probably give some dates. I can feel dates in my head already into 2021. Once I do say them, you want to go ahead and just pay attention to those dates if this sounds like you. And just kind of see what goes on around that time. Okay, so this is about Aquarius making healthy choices. I want to keep repeating that. Have you been beating yourself up, Aquarius? I think so. I think this is what it is. I think Aquarius has been seeking solace and trying to find themselves in places by avoiding to find out who they are. If that makes sense. This is for this one group of Aquarius. It's time for you to step out and really show the world the real you. Show the world what you're made of. Okay? And there is a full moon coming up, I believe. I'm not an astrologer. I actually have been so busy, I haven't been paying attention like I normally do. But I actually feel around a full moon, there's been a lot of contemplating, a lot of thinking. I don't have my side cards in front of me, but I also see the yes card, which shows me them dancing around the festival and around the fall wheat. I think this has been a big focus for Aquarius around the fall time. You made a decision within yourself. You weren't satisfied with it. You decided to make some choices that things were, I see like a hamster wheel. You just can't be on this wheel anymore. It's just like data, 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 data. Okay, so Aquarius is sitting down and actually no longer jumping to different subjects to avoid making healthy choices in love and life. They're actually, it's time for Aquarius to get to know themselves. We are coming up here pretty soon in Aquarius time. Okay, let's see, where do I want to go? All right, let's find out what the basis, that's what I thought. Okay, so the cards that were turned over, this almost seems like it's a past matter, but I feel like however this applies to you, this definitely had to do with love for this group of Aquarius, okay? And whatever happened in this instance, this is what Aquarius is working through to the end of 2021 and extending into 2022. Wearing a mask, you've been wearing a mask for a long time, working on taking this mask off to show people exactly who you truly are. It's going to take a hot minute, because I do believe what I'm seeing is somebody who's laying on a bed of nails. You know, that's what it looks like when it's actually just a bed. You know, if that makes any sense to you. I got the next card. I don't want to look at the words. What I'm looking at is the snake. Okay, what is a snake? So this is and it came in fast. It came in fast, and it shows a cobra. Whatever it was very poisonous to you. Whether and these are the love cards. So whatever it did, whatever this past situation or whatever this was that made you go within yourself and to make yourself recluse, Aquarius is no longer satisfied. This is just for a certain group of Aquarius. It made you go within yourself, and it's still an unresolved issue. It's something that you have not let go, is what I'm feeling. Whatever it was, it feels like it came in very swift. It was something that you really weren't expecting for whatever reason, or you didn't see it coming. And whatever it was very poisonous and toxic in your head. It could have been in your head, or it could have been actually something that happened. But it made you go ahead and not show your true feelings, because whatever this is about, you have kept your true feelings hidden. You have not shown people what you truly feel about the situation. And you have actually, this is for the group of Aquarius who are going through such a situation. This is revolving around love. Like I said, I usually don't start off on love stuff, but this is how it's going. And this is about Aquarius now, who's working on showing the world they're coming out of this. That's what you've been working on, not just towards the end of 2021, but you've been working on this for a while. You're wanting to show people the real you, but this past situation or this past happening has taken and kind of burnt you to where you just got used to living behind a mask and not showing people who you are. And you probably picked up a few unhealthy choices along the way too. Well, it's time to turn that around, because there's no certain time. There's no time frame. You know, you can sit there. You could be 10 years ago, something happened, and you're sitting here 10 years down the road, and you're like, okay, I need to do something. Okay, there is no time frame that says you can't do it. So you just decide to go ahead and pick it up and say, okay, well, I need to make healthy choices. Maybe I need to eat better. Maybe I need to stop emotionally eating. Maybe I need to stop smoking. Maybe I need to, whatever it is. Maybe I need to stop sitting here eating myself up in my head about this and that, or beating myself up with guilt, or whatever it is that is going on with Aquarius, this group of Aquarius, about a love situation, however it affected you through love. It could have been family, a love situation. Whatever it was really affected the whole way that you looked at yourself as a person, to the point that you hid the real you from the complete everybody. You probably put on a good face, and then in private, your healthy choices were probably not that good. It probably affected your health too. Okay, so anyway, we're not going to focus too much on this past, whatever it was, because that's just it. It's the past. And it sounds, it sounds easy for me to say that, but it's not. Everybody's got their demons. This is Aquarius dealing with their demons so they can get back to the real them, instead of living in this bubble. That's it, bubble. Living in this bubble, this mask bubble of what Aquarius perceives that everybody else sees them as they're hiding behind it. That's it. Okay, so that is what Aquarius is working on healthy choices, working on turning it around to where it's not for everybody else. Aquarius is actually having, I think you already had the coming to Jesus meeting with yourself, which means you kind of got to shake yourself up. This is not the way you can be. You can't be like this. You can't be happy. You can't be happy if you don't love yourself. And that's a hard one. I mean, people, if you're sitting here in that spectrum right there, if you can't see the way out. And at one point, I'm guessing back in, let me see, Aquarius, for this group of Aquarius, back in 2020, I'm guessing back in, show me dates. Hit you hard in March in 2020, whatever this was again. August 2020. It's something that just does, yeah, it has to do with love, sexual attraction, man and woman. Okay, so this is for a group of Aquarius that actually had a relationship that probably went bad, probably felt like they were the Ten of Swords, stabbed in the back. Whatever really happened, whatever it was, really left a lot of emotional wounds. And this is, like I said, for a one, I'm going to leave that out. Yeah, great heartbreak. Okay, so this is what Aquarius, this group of Aquarius is overcoming for the rest of 2021. Okay, and I would say and apply it how you will. I mean, if you see something else in this reading, and it could be a loss of family, it could be something along those lines, but the sexual attraction, I'm leaning more towards it's a relationship, okay? But if you can pull something out of here and it feels right to you, then you're meant to hear it, all right? Yeah, this is a man and a woman at this point, okay? I'm not going to leave those cards down there. Matter of fact, this one's still a raw issue. But Aquarius has decided that they're no longer going to sit there and live in it. They're trying to heal from it. They're trying to no longer hide behind the mask. And they're trying to get past the poison that either they have instilled in their head or they think that happened or did happen. You know, I don't know the situation. But Aquarius is working on better, healthier choices mentally, physically, what you put in your body, what you put in your head, what you tell yourself, what you let other people tell yourself. Aquarius is probably sitting here. Also, I see a different flip and switch of friends spectrum too. Aquarius is also going to be getting rid of those who have not, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but have not helped with this situation. All right, let's see what else. Okay, so I'm going to put these away because that's talking about the past. All right, don't need those out anymore. We're going to focus on Aquarius, healthy choices. So whether it is a love situation at this point, it's showing the world the real you, okay? And this is a general reading. All right, so Aquarius, you have been over and over in your head. It's been a long battle. I will show you here in a minute, but the reason I know this, Aquarius also will continue to play over and over and over. Why, when, where. But this is no longer what's going on. It is, but it's not. Okay. See the Five of Wands? The battle? Beaten up, battered? But we have the Ace of Pentacles. A new beginning. This has probably affected your finances as well. The way you live. I mean, it's shaking it up. Aquarius is now taking a hold of their financial future, of their whole life, and they're getting ready to build a whole new them by loving themselves, making healthier choices, because sometimes if you don't make healthy choices, it's hard to focus on what you need to be focused on, correct? Yeah. All right. So with Aquarius, though, I'm going to try to make sure my cards don't continue around, because sometimes, I mean, and it's like with anybody, but Aquarius have a tendency, because with the water, you know, they kind of just continue to, with the signs, they just keep going back and forth, back and forth. Okay, there's quite a few signs like that, but for whatever reason, Aquarius is still probably, it's like, I got 6 feet forward, I'm going 2 steps back. I mean, it's going to still keep happening, but it's no longer, I got half a foot forward and I've got 12 steps back because I just can't do it. Okay, this is Aquarius going forward. All right, hey, I got this on the other one too. 9 of Pentacles. This is, yep, it is not just Aquarius, just it's Aquarius that is going to be able to build on their financial, their livelihood, how they want to live, their goals. They're not just looking at, you know, by building and healing and showing the world the real you. I mean, that's what's going on, is Aquarius is rebuilding themselves inside quietly. They're not really talking so much. They might be talking about this past a little bit, but it's not as predominant as it was. And they're healing. And as they're healing this, they're getting ready to step out and show the world the real them. And people are going to be like, whoa. This is not that person who was just a hot mess not even 5 months ago. Why? And why? Because Aquarius is making healthier choices. You will notice as you heal, the healthier choices come more and more. Correct? But with the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, this is Aquarius who is no longer focused so much on the struggle. It's still here in the background. It's still in their head. They're still healing it, but they're healing it. That's the point. They're not playing it so much around a circle and not dealing with it and saying, oh, I'm just not gonna deal with it. No. They're healing it. And in the process, and I do cuss, they're getting shit done. Oops. It's going to take a lot. And the infinity sign. You've got the above his head. Sorry, I'm trying to throw this up here so I can see. I won't lose my place. Again, this one's for Aquarius. The rest of 2021. There we go. I'll just shut the sound off. There we go. Okay. So anyway, for any of it that you're popping on, I haven't seen my readings. What I'm doing is just general reading. I'm not doing any public readings at this moment. What I'm doing is just the general readings to get them out. Everybody's been asking me. I'm doing it for each sign for the rest of 2021. And then I'll be hitting 2022's readings. And then once I have more time, I will be getting on and doing general readings. And then I've signed up for Patreon and I think it's a Vimeo. But anyhow, for right now, since there's been a lot of people asking about this, and I use about 27 decks sometimes, and I just kind of go with the flow, whatever feels right for me. All right. Okay, so Aquarius, you're coming out of this spell, and you are working on the true you. There will be no more sitting in this over and over and over. You're actually building. And I feel for some of you, you're actually rebuilding. Because with that one point, the not so healthy choices, before you've decided to go ahead and get it, take a grip of what you want your life to be, which I feel is going on right now. Through the holiday season, they will be a little bit happier. I mean, there's still some back and forth on it, but it's much better than what it was. Yep. Eight of Pentacles. Now, I'm not going to dig real deep into it. It is exactly what I'm seeing it as. Working very, very hard to overcome this. Lots of pentacles. Overcoming this financially. So I'm guessing with these healthy choices, this is, I'm seeing Aquarius who is actually probably with the not so healthy choices in the past because of this event that happened in the past. It actually did affect your financial. And so therefore, Aquarius is now picking themselves up by the bootstraps, and mentally, physically, and financially, health-wise, they are working on it very, very hard. Then we have the Temperance. Aquarius is working on deep balance, and they are going to get it. And I keep seeing Libra, which is the scales. Okay, I feel like stopping there. You guys might not be too long of a read here. All right, let's see where I want to go. Because that's cut and dry there. That is exactly what you're working on from the rest of the 2021. That is your focus for this group of Aquarius. Balance. So you guys are working on taking that mask off, and I think there's going to be, I think some of you are actually working on a physical home. With the Nine of Pentacles, she's sitting there with the bird on her arm. You're actually working on your financial stability as well in the meantime working on your mental stability, because you're no longer sitting in this limbo anymore. And sometimes, when that's going on, it is kind of hard. Good news is coming. Good news is coming. So if you were waiting for some good news about or surrounding a home, and you've been working really hard on this, and like I said, it's showing. This started out as a love reading, but of course, it's going to start showing how it affects the rest of your life and stuff like that. In the meantime, Aquarius has been working very hard on their finances and just balancing their life in general. And the home it just showed up home. Happiness is coming. And it's showing two people. So, and it doesn't necessarily mean that there's two people going to be there, but I do believe Aquarius is healing their heart, and it's going to be to the point that when the right time comes, and this is somebody who is working on their home, whether you're single or not, it doesn't matter. You're working on your home so you can have a happy home. So you know what, when that heart is healed, you're opening yourself up. And when you do, say if you're not with somebody and you meet somebody, you're complete. You feel good, because with this group of Aquarius, you're sitting here, I want to be complete. I want to be able to take care of stuff, you know. That, you know, you don't want somebody who's going to be freeloading. That's not what this is about. This is about equality in relationships. This is about loving yourself as well. So you're loving yourself first, the rest is going to come. Good news is on its way. Surrounding a home. So if you've been waiting for that, that's coming. Okay. Yep. All right. This is the last card I'm going to pull. Aquarius is going to be kind of a short one, but it's kind of cut and dry. You guys have been working really hard on yourselves internally, mentally, physically, and financially. So you guys are no longer just sitting still like you were. Last card is abundance. And this is somebody who's holding the world, okay? Well, you're not going to get everything, but you're going to hold your own world. You're no longer going to be sitting here hiding behind a mask. You are going to be in control of your own world and what happens. And you're working very hard to build the world and the life that you want. So you're finally no longer sitting there in this limbo. You're actually at the end of 2021, you're progressing forward. And I am seeing a month, May, for this group. If it sounds like you, I'm seeing May. I'm not getting a date on it. It's more like a milestone, because it's kind of like there's goals here. Goals need and want to be achieved. It's no longer, well, I might. No. Aquarius is going to achieve these goals, and they're working with themselves first, and then the rest will come. All right. So I am, let's see, Pisces is next. And like I said, I'm going to whip through these left and right. I'm not going to open these up for questions at the end this time, because I have been forever since I've been online. So Pisces and then Aries. And I'm going to try to get them all out. And then if I have time, I'll get on for a general read. Okay? Well, aren't you just adorable, Brad? You have a wonderful morning. All right, guys. Next one is Pisces. Talk to you guys later. Bye.